Hi everybody, I thought I would bring some information to you via video just because it's so much to type and because hopefully you'll actually watch the video. Really excited about the event, the Women's Initiative event tomorrow night. That's November 14th at Five Seasons North in Alpharetta. And if you're seeing this video, it means you were part of that committee that kind of we're putting it together with us. So you're part of the leadership team, and most of you are part of HGI. A couple of you haven't quite made that commitment yet, but hopefully you will. But I just want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, we have an incredible group of people that have registered to attend. We've been out there marketing it, and I know some of you were thinking about the guest speaker, thinking, does government contracts mean anything? How vital is that? But I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Margaret is a very powerful speaker, and the things that you will learn about government contracts will probably surprise you. Really powerful information. But at the end of the day, part of what we want to do is we want to educate people on HGI and some of the benefits that they can experience either as a consumer or as a business partner with us with HGI. So hopefully you've been inviting. But here's what I need you to do. First of all, if you haven't yet registered on the Eventbrite link, which I'm going to be sending on this email and putting in the Facebook group, please go ahead and register. It would really help Carol Neal out to do that, and it also just makes the event look more attended. But we have 30 people that we feel very confident are attending. So this is going to be a first-grade launch. Really excited about that. So make sure you've registered on Eventbrite. It would be great to go ahead and say you're going on the Facebook group too, but at this point, make sure you're registered and make sure your guests are registered on the Eventbrite, which I'm going to give you the link. That's the first thing. Second thing, I want to talk about what's going to happen at the meeting. Carol is in charge of registration. She may actually ask one of you to help her with that. As people come in, they'll get registered, get a name tag, and we'll do everything in our power to find out if they're a guest, who invited them. And if they register on the Eventbrite, then it says who invited them. But there are some people that said they came, because of the internet, or just or they're guests of guests. But what we're going to do is we're going to really make sure that we trace where those people heard about it, so that if you are an HGI representative, you'll be sure and get the benefit of that. I wanted to talk a little bit about what we consider the mission of Financially Empowered Women. Carol and I, have been working together, and we came up with this, and I think you'll like it. Actually, Carol came up with the mission. Our mission is to engage, educate, and empower women to take control of their financial futures. That's the Financially Empowered Women mission. But I also wanted to come up with some core values, because the only way that we're going to be really successful in our mission is to, make sure that the leadership, that's us, really adhere to a core set of values. And I know we all have it. That's why you were invited to that initial meeting. And as we expand and bring on other leaders that are involved in HGI, we want to make sure they understand the core values. The first core value of the meeting, the Financially Empowered Women, is to educate women on money principles. We know that. To restore families with hope for their future. To incorporate a threefold legacy of faith, health, and wealth. And because of the living benefits, and because of my passion about health, and because health and wealth go hand in hand, that's hugely important. And the last one, I think, is probably the most important, which is to run each meeting with integrity, honesty, and servant leadership in every aspect of our organization. And what that means is that we are going to make sure, as leaders, that we work with all the guests to make sure they're comfortable, that we respect the person, the HGI representative that invited that guest. So if the HGI representative is not there for some reason, or if it's a guest of a guest, that we're going to have integrity and make sure that the HGI representative is connected to that guest, and if that guest should decide to purchase a product or become a team member, that we are integrous about how we do it. and trust each other. I'm really excited about it. So at the meeting, we'll have Margaret speak, and then Carol Neal's going to introduce me, and I'm going to speak for about 10 minutes on HDI. I think you're really going to love the 10-minute presentation. It's going to be powerful, strong. I'm fired up to do it, and I believe it will we'll have a call to action. And at the end of the meeting, I believe the guests and the guests that are not part of HDI are going to want to know more about our products. And that's where the integrity, the honesty, the servant leadership comes into play. If someone comes up to you after the meeting and says, wow, I'm interested in HDI or learning more about what Tracy talked about, you want to make sure that you find out from them right then and there, who invited you? How did you find out about this? And if you don't know if they're an HDI member or not, or if you didn't invite them, bring them to me or Carol, because we're going to make sure that they get connected to the right person, and that we work on behalf of each other. So I hope that makes sense. We're going to have a great evening. You can still invite all the way up to it. More later, but also I want to say that we'll be announcing the next meeting for Financially Empowered Women on Monday night. And right now I have a tentative date for December 15th, which is a Thursday at 6:30, same place. I'm confirming with Five Seasons in the morning, but I wanted to get this video out tonight so that you'd have it.